Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link. Because now I know when something happens in our lives that is unexpected, you have to go into it in order to ever have any hope of coming through it. So when you go, guess what? When you come out the other side, you grow.
Brought out more in me than I thought that I didn't even know that I had.
That has given all of us a great hope for what we can do with our own messages, our abilities to deliver, but most importantly, to deliver it in an authentic and very, very intriguing way.
Have you ever been in something or felt something where the only way you felt you could deal with it was to leave, get away? I thought that was the meaning of control. It took me 4.5 years to stop looking around the room of my life, of my journey, of my purpose, digging in cushions for a remote that never existed. Looking, re-looking, going back and upgrading, bringing in and pulling out. Things that do not serve you must go. Those things out in this world that are designed to bring us down, to keep us down, put their foot on our neck and whisper to us that we're never good enough, they don't whisper. They yell at us from all directions, top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, side to side, corner to corner, and corner to corner, 365 days. When somebody asks you about yourself, don't you dare whisper. When they ask you to raise your hand, don't you dare half raise it. When they ask you something good about you, you scream it with all you have. Come on now, get up, get up. Tell me who you are. Show me who you are. Greatest truth of all, that not everyone has to remain lost. Lord have mercy. Ooh, I'm out of breath. I had like 15 seconds left, and I was like, where's Lucy? Where's my coffee? I flew up those stairs, and let me tell you, I'm not sore. I'm going to put it like Granny would. Child, I'm not kidding you. I added a new, I go to the gym every morning. I've been there, but now twice a week, I have a personal trainer at a different health club. And I showed you guys. Where is he? This guy. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here he is. Him. Let me tell you what. The reason I didn't get to sleep until like 11 o'clock, even though I went to bed at 9:30, because I had to get out of bed and get on my knees and ask Jesus to forgive me for all the names and bad things I wished on that man last night in the gym. Those trainers, they are just masochists. I'm not kidding. But I asked for it, so there it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Welcome to today's TGIF version of Bathrobe Moments. We made it. We made it through another week, and we're going to make it through another day. Why? Because we are fulfilling that promise, the one that guarantees that when two or more of us comes together, and we have that mindset, that heart set, soul set even, right? Can I get an amen? Wonderful things happen, primarily spiritual magic. Can I get an amen? Drop that in the comments, won't you please? So listen, it's Friday, couple pieces of business, so much happening. Let me bring you up to par. First of all, Get Over, License for Love, our iHeartRadio show, Get Over with Cowboy Jack, up in Nashville, Tennessee, and myself, the relationship conversation, the heartbeat of it. We are the diversity duo. Get Over. Ask Alexa to play I'm surprised because, every time I say her name, she's back there. She starts talking. She even talks when you don't say her name now. Scary. So anyway, Get Over and ask Alexa or your whatever you use to play the latest edition of License for Love. Also, new, debuting. We're having onboarding this Sunday, all the new shows on my network, Trajectory TV. You can find it right here on the E360 television network. So excited about that. And on the newsstands now. Oh, wait. I don't have to show the picture anymore because they came in the mail yesterday. Yes, the current issue of Courageous Man magazine. Get your copy today. You'll find the link inside the show notes or anywhere on any of my platform pages. And finally, mark your calendar, save the date. The new book, it's here, or it will be soon, November 9th. I'll give you more about that as we get closer to that wonderful launch day. Thank you so much. Now, that's the bell of purpose. It's been here. It's going to stay here. It is not a prop. It is not a gimmick. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget, I have the date. The movie, Heathen, my first movie. Actually, you will be able to watch it on Peacock starting December 12th. So we got November 9th, the book, the movie, December 12th. God is good all the time and all the time. Source, universe, light, all that is greater than us is good. Can I get an amen? All right, we're going to get started. You've seen her before. She's done some stuff with my husband. We had a show and it was all about sex. So anyway, why is that? Why do I have to whisper that? I'm so embarrassed. Are you? So Salenta Fox is here today. And let me tell you a little bit about her. I just love her. I met her in Utah a couple years ago. And she has a beautiful sister. They're just awesome. So she is a meditation and energy healing facilitator. And who runs an online community guiding expanding souls who are ready to access all of themselves to realize their grandest vision and purpose. If that ain't a bell ringer, I don't know what is. She's also a multidimensional. You just made it. In case you don't know, Salenta Fox, there is a rule on this show. No words with more than 6 syllables. Just saying. So anyway, don't let the doctor part fool you. 12th grade education. The doctorate is honorary. Okay. She's a multi-dimensional channeler did you leave the channeler? Oh, okay. Channel and teaches others how to access their There it is again. Multi-dimensional wisdom as well. You know, I'm done with that because, girl, I got a feeling there's a 9-syllable word somewhere coming up. She can stay right where she sits. I'll let you do it. Anyway, you guys know how we do it. And she's been here before, but I'm so excited that she's back. How about a virtual standing ovation? Or at a minimum, let's do some applauding. We do that by doing this, or better yet, throw some hearts on the screen because here she comes. Get your pen and paper ready and share this out. Your friends will thank you. Salenta Fox is on the way. I'm tired. That was a long ass monologue. Yes, a lot to talk about. How are you?
Great. How are you this morning?
Good. You got up and beat that face this morning, I see. Looking all star-like. And what time is it in California?
It's 6 a.m.
Are you California?
Oregon, actually.
California, Oregon. Same time zone.
Same thing.
Oregon.
Yeah, I moved.
Where?
I live in Portland.
Portland, that's a big city.
Yeah, I live in the suburbs of Portland.
Oh, do you now? How long you been there?
In November it'll be a year. And
before that, you were in Utah.
I was in Utah, and then I took my children on a journey, a 9-month journey to Europe and other places. And so when we came back, we knew we wanted to find a different place to live. So Oregon was the spot that we picked.
Just you and the kids?
Just me and the kids, yeah.
What is it with these women nowadays? How do they do it? Amy Joy took her 3 sons around the world, literally. Yeah. And so what was that trip all about? Tell us what the goal was.
Well, I'd always, I'm from South Africa, growing up in a different country, wanted to give my kids a different experience of the world. And it's one of my bucket list items. So I've always wanted to do this since they were little. And Haley is going to be 18 in a few months and Lilith is 16. So it just happened to be last year that it actualized. And partly because of the things that I've been doing that I now share in this new course that I have.
Wait. I'll let that.
It was the idea.
Wait a minute. You share in your new what?
Course. I created a course to show people how to. There we go. Shameless plug.
Okay, right. Ain't no shame in that game. Okay, so who's this course for? Let's just hit that one off the top.
The course is for people who feel that they have, I'm listening to your intro and I'm thinking, damn, we're aligned. Like, we're speaking to the same people.
Yeah.
Because it's the people who feel like they have something more inside of them that they need to give, like this yearning, but and they might even know how to get there, but it's the systematic steps of speeding that up, kind of quantum leaping your experience from where you are to where you want to be.
I love that terminology, quantum leaping. Remember that show? Whatever happened to him? So anyway, yes, absolutely the same audience. And because we met because we were groomed and brought in, recruited, if you will, for FYP. Yeah. Finding Fulfilling Your Purpose with wonderful Ben Peterson and so many like-minded people. Boy, what a weekend that was.
Yeah,
I remember I was scared when I got there. People were energy healing and stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I ain't that much woo-woo. And that was so country. I am not that woo-woo. Don't then within 2 hours, I was glitching, seeing things. Remember, were you down by the fire? When that stuff I don't really drink beer, and they had beer, and I was like halfway through one, and I'm looking at the fire. Remember when people started talking around that square propane fire, and the flames would go?
Yeah.
Whenever whoever was talking, the flames would point in that direction. I looked. Remember, I said, "Okay, y'all, I'm tripping." Yeah. I was tripping. One thing after the next. What a wonderful weekend. Opened me up to so many experiences, including you. Now, a lot has grown in your world of service to people. Because when I met you, you were doing some of these things, but not nearly as much as you are today. Talk about these new components and what the full spectrum of Salenta Fox looks like today.
Yes, I think the pandemic assisted us all in ways we liked and didn't like. And for me, it was shifting me out of just working one on one with people and doing more mind stuff, and working more on an energetic level. And it's what I was always doing, but in the background. And so over the last few years, I've started to do more energy healing, so remote energy healing. But that, I'm into the woo-woo stuff and the energy stuff. And on the same hand, I'm like, well, how does it apply to my life now? Like, how
Yeah.
is it impacting today, tomorrow, the things that I want?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of not learned, like for me personally, that's what I want to do. So how do I pull this through and then implement it into reality, real life? And so that's kind of what has come through. So yes, I do energy healing sessions, but it's also like, okay, I want to teach you how to utilize energetic principles, which is just universal principles. It's just physics. It's really math. It's not this out there thing to be able to enhance your life. And so that's
Enhance.
kind of
That's the second one. And that when your South African comes through, you said lost for last and enhance for enhance. I love it. So it's that A. Okay, I'm getting it. Let me ask you your opinion on something, Salenta.
Okay.
Last night, my husband Brian and I were watching The Connors, that comedy show, The Connors, and Jackie was trying to fix Dan's shoulder. So he had some frozen peas on it. She goes, I'm certified in Reiki, right? So she gets this big ass bowl and puts it on the table. She starts doing it. And he goes, you don't have to touch me, do you? You don't have to touch me. Yeah. And she was doing all the stuff, like she was pouring it into the bowl, and they were kind of making light of it. But we were very excited to see that was even being written into a script to bring to people, because they may go, well, I wonder what that stuff is, or is it real? Do you feel like a lot of the population really does not comprehend what is available through these energy healings, Reiki, all of these different things? Because it seems to be growing and expanding. But do you feel that those outside, the people who come to people that practice it, do you think for the most part, it's still early?
I think it's still very early. And I think even people who have been in the circles of yoga and meditation and they know about it also don't know like the mechanics of it and how to access it and use it. I think it's been something that's removed from us, like a Reiki practitioner, or like I'll go to someone, but they don't think they can do it. They don't think like they have access to it, and they remove themselves from that, even the people who are even closer. But yeah, I think it's new still.
It is new. Now, what about this aspect? Because you do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
And when you go out of the country and you go to have you ever gone to a place where you went to like study or have an experience, submerge yourself in a culture to learn how they get to these places? I know a lot of people who work in that field do that soul seeking, that vision quest kind of thing, if you will. Have you ever done anything like that on your travels?
I haven't, not in a native place or, in the place. I have done a lot of energy conferences in places like Bermuda, but then it's people flying in to teach and congregate and share.
Yeah.
I was part of an organization, actually 2 organizations that did that a lot, and we would travel, but it was not what you're implying. No.
Let me tell you why it's for me, because the Oracle, Dominique Revere, you guys know the Oracle. She's here all the time. She's the real deal. When I first met her, she had traveled all the way from the East Coast to meet me backstage at one of my very first West Coast speaking gigs. And they knocked on the door and said, there's a girl out here who says she came all the way from Philadelphia or someplace like that to meet you. I'm like, what? I got scared. I thought it was some kind of stalker or something. But she came in, and that's the first thing she said, I don't have to touch you, but I'm here to do energy healing. And I was like, she's been in my life ever since. So my point is this. Do you feel like, because I feel like now I know it's a gift with her, that because her mother has it. So she was born with it, into it. But some people go and learn it. They get certified or take a class. I always felt like these sort of things would be gifts that you come with. But clearly people go and learn this. How does that work? How does a person know that they're able to do that?
Good question. And I want to answer it in a few ways. Remember in the
Okay.
beginning, that long word you were having a problem with, multidimensional?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even, all of us are, and all that means is that we are more than just this physical body. We have access to more of ourselves than just here. Like, if you believe in a soul or higher power, you have this higher aspect of yourself. So I would say that everyone has access to gifts or to tapping into the unseen world. Now, do some people have more, are more gifted in one area or the other, just like you're better at tennis and I'm better at hockey or whatever? Yes, for sure. I
Of
don't
course you
know.
are. You ever seen a black person playing hockey? I'm just saying. I'm kidding. There are black hockey players. Don't send me hate mail. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, like, for instance, for me too, I didn't learn Reiki. I didn't do that because I had it innately within me.
See?
Yeah. But at the same time, it was a dormant thing until I started opening to myself, to energy. It started coming. And then in the last probably few years, I was always into the energy stuff. I've always been doing it. I was, certified energy psychology, they call it, and clearing stuff. But as I started opening more to myself, like the deeper aspects of myself, and this has only been in the last 3 years, then the deeper gift, the gift of healing other people and like sharing it, came through so much stronger. So I think it's a combination. We all have access to some of it that we can do for ourselves, and then do you have a gift to do for someone else?
So here's what concerns me, because I've once or twice felt the urge, if you will, to check it out. But then when I went to find someone, because I have people in my life now, in my sacred circle, that practice it, so it's different, but not always. And back in the early days, it was like you can't go through the yellow pages. It's not like you can check Yelp to get reviews on Reiki practitioners or anyone that makes money doing these sorts of things. So my question is, how does a person know a legitimate? Because think about it. It would seem to me that it would be easy for some people to just fake it. Oh yeah, I know how to do this. And I'm sitting there, they're not touching me. I'm like, okay, is that energy or is that indigestion? So how do you tell the real from the fake? Because everything has somebody trying to get an angle in. Everything. So have you ever spoken to someone who claimed to be a Reiki practitioner and you're like,
Well,
I don't know, some don't smell right up in here.
The simple answer is trust your intuition and your gut, because you're always going to know what's best for you.
But what if you're desperate? What if you're in so much pain or something that you're ready to try anything?
So the thing is with Reiki, okay, let's take Reiki. I'm not a Reiki practitioner. I do EDINA. I have learned a modality, and that is.
So you do a different energy healing?
Yeah, it's called EDINA Energy Healing from the stars, and it's different than Reiki. Like, you can read a book and you can tune into it and tap into the energy, because energy is only directed through your thought and intention. You can do this, Lauren. I have
ADHD. I don't need anything else on the plate.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you're asking a question like, how good are they? Okay. Yeah. Essentially, if they learned a modality, all they're doing is the steps to open the channel to source energy, to allow the energy to heal you. Now, that's what you need to be asking. Are you using your own energy to heal me? You don't want that. Or are you able to open up to a higher source, because that's what's actually healing me?
Okay. So,
And
questions, get them in the comments. I know you have some. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're right. Some people are more. Personally, I'm not a fan of Reiki, and that's why my skepticism with energy stuff, I had them too, is because I'm a
fisherer. Robert, you kill me. I am a wooist and a fisherer of friends.
Yeah.
Try this one on, Robert. Fisherman. But I love it. I make up words all the time. I'm a fisherer too. Screw it. Let's go with it, Robert. Thank you, man. Go ahead. Well, wait a minute. What about this? What about this? So, okay, no, wait, go back.
So I was saying this.
ADHD happening here.
Some people are more like I would do a Reiki session and I was exactly like you. I was like, okay, that was really relaxing for an hour. Now I don't know if I feel better if I'm just really relaxed. I don't know.
But wait, why are you not a fan of Reiki? Is it because you do the other one?
No, I'm just saying it's very subtle. When you're working with energy, it's a subtle experience. So, and it's also about you opening to your body heals yourself. No one is healing you ever. The pill you're taking is not healing you. It's only aligning you to the vibration of the healing that you're having because you're believing it's healing and it's doing something to your body to, you know, chemically to allow your body to then come back into alignment and heal. So no one is healing you. All I'm doing is bringing you back into alignment. Okay. So that is and it's very subtle for most people, right? So it's what kind of energy is coming through or how is this person bringing it? The energy healing that I do is a little more visceral. You feel it a little bit more. Now, if someone is more attuned to it, like done stuff, they'll feel it more. And if you are not into energy, you might not feel very much because it's subtle.
Okay,
and you're not used to it. That's all.
So let's say, hypothetically, we're on vacation. And a group of people, we're talking, oh, hi, where are you from? Oh, we're from Boston, blah, blah, blah. Oh, nice to meet you. And they go, oh, what do you do? And you say?
I'm a community leader, energy facilitator.
Energy facilitator? Girl, what in the world is that? And you say?
I assist you to align to yourself.
Insert, is this woman crazy look? Does that happen? Does it happen? You tell people, they go, oh, okay,
Lauren,
honey, come on, let's go. Nice meeting you, weird lady. Just keeping it real.
I haven't needed to tell people I'm an energy lady for me to get that look and response. That's my whole life.
Oh, you just walk in and they're like, quit playing. You look like a movie star. So, but seriously though, how do you get through that shell of suspicion that people have simply because you're describing something they don't know or don't have any reference point?
Because I don't lead with I'm an energy healer. I say I'm a community leader and meditation facilitator. It's about bridging the gap between what they don't know. All they need to know is what they need. What they need is alignment and alignment to your purpose. You want to feel better. You want to be able to stay stable in chaotic times. Okay. Mm-hmm. So say if that's what you want, then, you know, on my YouTube channel, I do these meditations and they're energy frequency meditations. And what they do, so you're bridging the gap. They're okay with meditation, not energy work, but then you do the energy work in the meditation. So if you don't have to have a session with me, Lauren, to have an energy healing, you can do a meditation. And then
this is found on your, we find this where? On your?
On YouTube. I've started to post them on YouTube.
I love they step in it every time, y'all. It's so much fun. Okay, let me ask
you. I didn't step. You were guiding me there.
That's right. Exactly. Because I want the availability for everyone. And I just bring it in through humor, hopefully. Listen, what about this? Because this is a real thing. When some of us start seeking, which we are supposed to seek, into these areas that, you know, are pretty much uncharted waters for most of the population, i.e., especially our close family members. Now, when you started using this, you say you were born with it. Now your sister's all involved. Are there family members, or have you spoken with people who discover their gifts, but then everybody in their family thinks they're going crazy? I mean, that's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Oh, that's a very good question. I don't have that because my family is also all not into it, but all attuned to it. And some of them do not open to it. You know, they're not.
Are those the religious? Are those the organized religious members?
No. Actually,
have you ever met a religious person that tried to convert you because they thought you were like working for the devil?
No.
I had a lady on that was telling that story. That's why I asked. Yeah. She was traveling through the Bible Belt.
No,
She said no.
actually, there's so many religious people now that I'm experiencing that are finding energy work, where even 10 years ago, they would be shunning it, and now they're all embracing it. And because they realize it's like, I don't know what they're realizing, but they're embracing it.
So let's swivel just a bit if we could, because I love these three words that you've put together for us. Talk about this guiding, expanding souls. I love that. It just feels beautiful. Talk about what that means to you.
Yeah, I love the word expanding, expanding universe, expanding, but we're always expanding. Like, this is the nature of who we are. We're wanting to experience more, and we're creators. We are creating in every moment, if we're conscious of it or not, the next experience we're going to have. And so when I say guiding, expanding souls, it's we're all doing it anyway, but some of us are doing it a little bit more consciously or actively.
I see.
So those are the people that I like to work with, like to guide. And when I say guide, it's because I know what you know. I've maybe remembered a little bit more. And also, we know a lot of stuff, but we don't do it, right? And so sometimes it's not about me teaching anything. It's about guiding someone to where they want to be, or just guiding them into alignment with what they want. I love your book, Align, and I'm not. Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's really just, and that's what meditation or whatever is about. It's like centering, balancing. If you're aligned to what you want, your purpose, your gifts, and your power, like what more is there? That's all you need. And then you can move forward.
What about the responsibility piece, Salenta? When I go to work, come to work, what have you, I can prepare and sit here and do research and all those things to fulfill that obligation of the 4 agreements of doing my best. What's it like to prepare when you have someone coming for a session with you? Because what if it doesn't work? How do you know if they say, wait a minute, I don't feel any different, I want my money back? It's not like, ma'am, you just ate the whole dinner. Look, the plate is empty. Has that ever happened? Or how do you deal with the responsibility of success in any given situation? Because it's not automatic. Well, it has a lot to do with the other person, I would think.
Yeah. Firstly, it's about managing their expectations and telling them how it's going to be. So, so I'll tell them.
Look, you get this straight. You will feel this. Is that what you mean? You said telling them how it's going to be. I'm kidding. Explain that. Explain that, because.
So I will tell someone if they're coming, I will ask them their experience with energy, say it's their first time, and I will say, I don't know how this is going to go. Okay. It will go from about 45 minutes to 90 minutes, depending on what your body and your energy needs. I am opening to my guides. I'm opening, and I will be able to scan your body and see what's up and to do whatever. But I don't know as much as you do. So it's about being transparent about it, and then just saying how they'll feel. You'll be relaxed. I'll probably guide you through a meditation. I might, give you some instruction and talk to you at the end. My higher self that I'm accessing and using will often speak to your higher self and has messages for you. And that's really exciting. So that
is exciting. It's intriguing to me. So I know it's got to be exciting because I'm a tough cookie to crack. So let me ask you about this. I'm sure you have some stories. Now, of course, I know there's confidentiality things in place with names and stuff. But if I were to ask you to share with us what you feel is one of your greatest experiences with someone, what experience would stand out? They came in, this was the deal, and then 3 days later they called me and said, guess what happened? That kind of thing.
You're looking for
an example,
tangible experience in a very subtle realm.
Well, don't people come back to you with, wow, Salenta, let me tell you.
Usually what it is they'll have an experience in the moment. Okay. So they will either go to a place or see something, or something will activate within themselves. So for instance, in one of the energy meditations that I was doing, sometimes we do healing. Sometimes it's just a meditation, but sometimes I'm opening up to the energy and then doing it on the screen, like live, like you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And someone had where energy came in and their hands activated. It's like their own energy healing activated within it. Their hands became super hot and they were really hot. And so they were in it and they thought, okay, it's just the meditation. They came out and felt like, oh no, like it's a tangible stuff, or had like a healing on the spot. Like, so as he was putting the energy into a place that he had felt pain all day long, it went away. You know, stuff like that happened. And this is actually the same person, but 2 different times, where that energy that activated in his hands, like right now, my hands are really hot speaking about it. And that also happened to me just through an experience of people coming together. You know, the experience we had was, I think we activate each other. Humans activate each other. That's why we get together in groups, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Powerful people like activate our power. And so that's what happened to me. And I think that's what's happening with other people too. Like they experience their own opening of their own gifts through it.
That is so true. That's what happened to me in Utah. Like, it's especially, oh my goodness, when Raven hugged me, and it was like I was transported to that shelter, that fallout shelter that Spirit would always take me to during the abuse sectors of my journey.
Mhm.
And we were there. She was holding me in a hug, and we were in that room. I know that carpet beneath my feet. I do. I've been there so many times. Of course I knew it, but she was there with me. And I heard her say to me telepathically, I promise. She goes, "It was scary in here, wasn't it?"
Mhm.
And I said, "Yes." And we were back. And I pulled back and looked at her like, "Did you hear that?" kind of thing. It was just incredible. The thing with the fire, and there were 3 or 4 other monumental moments that had never happened until that weekend and have not happened since. So let's talk about how a person comes to someone like you and describes an experience that, because I didn't know what to look for. So it wasn't like I manifested it. I mean, I was open. What?
You're manifesting every second of the day. Anything in your experience, you're manifesting.
Okay, I buy that. I do. But I mean, it's the kind of thing I'm like, it's like this. Like when I have a nocturnal dream, right? And there's people in there and they have facial features and there's cars and outfits on people and people are eating meals that's how I dream, Technicolor. And I always wonder, how did my dream know how to put that person, that look at that outfit? I mean, where did it go to shop, to dress all the people in my dream? It just fascinates me.
That's okay. You're opening to a different subject, which is dreams, which we go into in we haven't talked about this course. So we're talking about the energy healing, but the multiverse within, which is like accessing all of yourself.
The multiverse.
The multiverse within, this is kind of a buzzword the last this year because of
I didn't know.
The movies. There's 2 movies that came out a few months ago.
Oh.
Which is this idea that there's a possibility in physics. Again, this is all just math. Mm-hmm. There's it's actually a probability that we live in a multiverse, meaning that there's universes just like ours, but they would have different laws of physics, different things going on. It's just mathematical.
Can you practice? If I dip out and give you the screen, can you do something for all of us? Like bless us or something?
Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I'll never turn down a blessing.
You want to do it right at the end? Do you want to do it now?
Let's do it now because it's at 42 minutes and we got to end by 56. And I want to talk about it.
Okay.
After. So I'm going to dip out. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Live TV. Here you go, all you.
Okay. So you're all sitting here for a second. If you would get yourself comfy wherever you are, if you're driving, keep your eyes open. If not, if you want to close your eyes. And he totally put me on the spot, so we'll just do a little alignment and kind of scan your body. So working together, I'll do my thing, and you can start to breathe deeply into your belly. Allow your shoulders to relax. Feel your sit bones. Get present in your body. The body is the tool and the vehicle for us to transcend the body, get out of it, but also to be able to access our world fully. So breathing into your physical body, feeling your sit bones, and let's feel here. How interesting. Okay, I'm going to open to my guides. Let's see if they want to work on live TV. Okay. So as you just continue to breathe, you can have your eyes open or closed. Feel into your heart. Allow yourself to settle into your sit bones for a moment. And what we'll do is open up the top of your head and just allow energy to come through you and into you, and just to feel the presence of calm, of radiance, which is a soft expansion. So keep breathing. With every exhale, release, releasing any stress, releasing any tension in your body. Allow yourself to relax. As you relax, you become receptive and you start to receive. So allow yourself and open yourself up to receive. You will not feel anything or receive anything if you're not open and inviting it in, and give permission for any energy to come into you. You have to give permission. And allow your chest to relax.
Something happened, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Allow you, we'll do one more minute or just a few more seconds. Allow your chest to relax and feel into your chest. With this next breath, breathe in deeply into your chest and allow it to start to expand. Relax and expand. Okay. Relax and expand. Feeling, moving down into your belly, and any stress, anxiety, any feelings that are not at total ease, allow to drain out of your body. Move into any areas that would like to release. Allowing anything to release and drain out. Any sadness. Clearing and allowing this calm feeling of peace to wash over you, to clear your head, clear your mind, clear your eyes. Breathing deeply into the belly, filling your belly up with light. Releasing any tension out of the eyes. Breathing that light into your eyes. With the exhale, releasing any and all things, shaking anything off that is asking to be released. Okay. And you can open your eyes, bring yourself back, take one last deep breath, hold it, and release.
Now, let me tell you, for real, because I always open up, I'm like, please, please, please. If it's real, let me feel it. If it's real, let me feel it. Because I do. And that was right before you started saying you must give permission. And I believe that's tied to the promise of if we seek, we will find it. And so what happened with me was, this is real. It really did. You were saying, see it being poured on the inside. But what actually happened with me was it felt like I was a stack of pancakes and warm syrup was rolling down over each pancake, but then when it got to it felt like it was right around here. I promise you, I saw like a bathtub stopper on the bottom of my right foot that pulled out and stuff started pouring out, and then it kept moving. It got to a point and it stopped until that stopper came out. When the stopper came out and stuff started running out, it kept moving. That's how it felt, because my feelings transform into images. That's just how I'm wired. Very interesting. Real stuff. So, and the thing I love about this is it's different for each person. And it seems like I get it now, why you don't have testimonials all the time, because if I wasn't on here with you, I most likely would not have shared what I just experienced with anyone. It almost feels like too sacred, what I mean? Like so personal, and so different that you might think if I share this with anyone, they might think I'm a total loony.
Right.
But
I want to also open this to people. So we have our senses and our clairs. Like you are clairsentient, you're clairvoyant, even though you think you might be, like you see things. You translate feelings into images.
Yes.
So all of us do that. It's connecting to our senses. So whatever sense you're most connected to, you will feel it through that sense. If it's through images, I see things too. Like I'll see things in your body. I feel them. So I was feeling lots of sadness. Either you or someone who is going to listen to this or is listening to it needed a lot of like sadness cleared out of their eyes and heart stuff cleared. So when you're feeling into this, open to your senses. So in that course, the one thing we have a whole week on just attuning to being more aware of your senses, because it's all about awareness. The more awareness you bring, then the gift is heightened.
That's true. Hence awakening, ascension, all of those things that the soul is thirsty for, I believe. So
because it's thirsty for it, because it is that, and it's like, come back to me.
Exactly. Back to the original. I agree. It's I call it remembering. Like when you put the cap back on this highlighter, I now just remembered the pieces back to their original state.
Yes.
Because they can get separated, and separately, this may be useful for a while, but leave that cap off too long and it will be rendered useless for its intended purpose. But oftentimes you can find the cap, put it back, come back later, I can use it again. It feels like that to me. So how long is this course?
It's a 6-week course.
6 weeks. So you cover all kinds of things.
All kinds of things. It's a daily thing. And I mentioned the community, the Soul Expanded community, and how it's set up is, you could buy the course individually and do it, or you can be part of the community and it's part of that. And then you're with like-minded people, because you're right. People, we think we're weird because it's out there. It's so new, no one else. And so having a community of like-minded people around you that opens you to be like, wait, you felt that too? You had it. It validates us, and it makes
so you don't think you're crazy.
Yeah, and it makes us trust those promptings a little bit more and trust ourselves a little bit more. So that's what the course is, within the community, to be able to, for you to open to access all of yourself.
I so hope and pray that one day the world will be so intrigued and so hungry for what we've been talking about here today, that they'll have that same ferociousness that they have for swallowing up crazy shit on Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and watching, the guy who walks down the street and pretends to fart on people. I'm just saying, you look at that stuff, it has millions and millions and millions of views. And I'm like, why is it that everybody, myself included, oftentimes will go to those things so quickly?
I'll tell you why.
But stay away, turn away from these sort of things. Okay, tell me why.
Well, the other things, we all need them because it allows us to escape below consciousness. So when you're at conscious level, you're working and your mind is working. And then, when we're aligning ourselves, and this cannot feel good. When we do meditation and alignment exercises, we're putting ourselves above that line and we're getting into a place of feel good. But if you put yourself below the line of that consciousness into a state of, watching TV, it also makes you feel good, but only temporarily, because then as soon as you come back to reality again, then you don't feel good. When you use these other practices and you're moving above that, then you still feel good even when you come back to reality because you've changed your state in a tangible way.
So on the screen, Salenta, I've put up, and I've also taken the liberty of just dropping this link you see on your screen into the comment section. Tell the folks what they'll find when they click on that.
This is our Soul Expanded portal. You can access it, be part of the community. It's free. And there are meditation and energy practices there for you to start tuning in and meeting other people who might be like you.
Okay. Listen.
Or seekers.
If Facebook is your jam, here's Salenta's Facebook page, salenta.fox.9. Go over and check her out. And also, if you love YouTube, she's over there as well. We'll drop all of these links into the comment section at the conclusion of today's broadcast for your convenience. Salenta Fox, man, talk about evolving. You just keep it going and you make it through everything that's thrown in front of you. I've been watching and I'm so encouraged. And thank you so very much today for getting up early and coming and pouring in and being such a great sport when I put you on the spot like that. Because I just felt led to do that because somebody needed something that came through those few minutes that we had today on the screen.
They did. I could feel it. You said that and my body went tingly.
Yeah. So, and you guys, here's what I always say about these kinds of shows. The promise is that if we seek, it doesn't say we might, could, should, perhaps, could be, I don't know, find. It is a guarantee. Keep seeking. This sort of thing, like this experience this morning, could lead you to one of your innate soul gifts. You don't want to miss them. Your life will be only what it was meant to be. You can live your best version when you know everything that's at your disposal to live your best version. So keep seeking, keep being open, and keep sharing what you know, your truths, with everyone you meet. Salenta, thank you so much. Say hello to your wonderful sister for me. I can't wait to see you again in person. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much. Oh, Big Country will be here. Our amputee Olympian. He just went and won a bunch of medals in the Special Olympics, and not the Special Olympics. It's one of them. And he's got a bunch of stuff to tell us about what has happened in his life over the last few months. That's Monday. A big lineup next week. Come and show up. Have a great weekend, you guys. Get out there. Love on everyone you can, because I'm going to love on you. There's not a darn thing you can do about it. Get out in the world today. Be the blessing you'd like to receive. Salenta, all the best. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul.